Hello, Hump Day heroes. Thank you, and welcome inside the South Point Hotel and Casino. The sportsbook's right behind me. There's a lot of people out there watching this baseball game. Tigers and Astros, scoreless currently. Astros with their back up against the wall could be eliminated today. That would be awesome. Thank you for joining us live for Lunch with Punch. It's a fun mix of sports, comedy, conversation, some gambling advice. I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. And today's show, we're going to be funny and entertaining, but I don't know if we'll be as funny as like the old pie to the face, like Blue, the Colts mascot, did to some Steeler fans. Okay, so here, a little kid. Oh. I mean, that's a hard hit, actually. It's actually like, terrible towel, yay, bam.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'm assuming they're in on the prank, but he probably was like, I'm just going to gently hit you with the pie. I mean, he whacked him pretty good.
I think a lot of those end up being the team, like a team staff member that they just
the Colts
put,
wearing a Steelers shirt?
Yeah, they just put
that
in
way
the
there won't be a lawsuit?
Team. Yeah.
That's very well. It's probably true because the little kid, he might have a lawsuit right there.
I mean, you see not pies in the face, but you see a lot of that at Knights games where they mess with opposing teams' fans.
But it's people on payroll.
Could be.
Could be. You're giving out secrets.
No.
That's a good assumption. It makes sense. It makes sense because he got him pretty good. And, of course, the Steelers lost that game. All right, behind the glass, he makes me happy. Like finding a bag of chips in the back of the pantry because your face lights up when you see him. He's a bit salty sometimes in a good way, especially when it comes to talking about the A's move to Vegas. Our producer, Ryan McCormick. Hey, Ryan, what's all that and a bag of chips for today's show?
Well, we will be doing Punch Bowl.
Yep.
We will be doing Captain Punch.
We got that.
And
we're going to get Pick 6 in today.
Yeah.
We're going to get it
got a good amount of games today. So
we have good stuff. And by the way, I wrote your little he's like thing whilst finding a bag of chips in the pantry.
I was wondering.
Yeah. A little hidden bag of little Doritos.
That one, yeah.
I moved something. I went, I literally went, like audibly loud to the point where, are you okay? Anyway, on the show, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2 minutes in. We haven't even introduced her yet. It's Wednesday. She's right where she should be on a Wednesday. Her second show of the day at South Point after doing Sports by the Book with her dad, Kenny White. It's two-time national champ, and today is her Friday.
That's right.
So it's like being a server. Oh, today's my Friday because you're off on Thursdays and Fridays. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Alex White. Yay, Alex. Yeah, all right, Alex. It's what do you have plans? Like, what are you doing if it's your Friday night on a Wednesday?
Well, there's a lot of football games on Saturday and Sunday, so really I'm not off. Tomorrow on
doing
Friday.
Some homework.
Yeah, I usually just spend the day behind my computer typing up notes for those shows Saturday
Watching
and
some
Sunday.
baseball?
Watching baseball, yes. I'm loving this postseason right now.
Great time of year. October is the best. And you have a pick at 12:30. What? Let's try that again. Pick at 12:36 coming up?
As long as the game hasn't started, which I don't think mine has.
Sounds like a baseball pick.
It did start. Is that live or is that from yesterday?
That's from yesterday. That's
Thank God.
yeah. They
okay,
play
we're
at night.
good.
That's
it's not in the Astros game.
That's
so it
Michael
should be
King
good.
highlights, which we will get to, and that's crazy coming up in 1 second.
Is 12 strikeouts good?
12 strikeouts is very good, but I don't want to spoil Ryan's. That's crazy. By the way, tomorrow we have a very special guest, Bill Dwyer. Comedian Bill Dwyer will be here. Bill and I go back 30 years when I appeared on his game show, Ultimate Fan League, as a team from Pittsburgh with my buddy Frank Murgy, who may or may not be watching, who will be in town next week, so you'll see him on the show. Yay, Frank. Yeah, he's the best. So he'll be here. But anyway, Bill Dwyer hosts BattleBots. So he'll be here to promote BattleBots. He's also very funny. So we're going to have a good time. Plus, we're going to have some picks from Big Al McMorty. So back half of the show, the ending of the show, we'll have Big Al McMorty, who lives in Brentwood now, but is a Pittsburgh fan. So Steeler fan from Pittsburgh. But he likes the Spurs.
Were you only like 9 when you were on that show?
Yes, I was 9 years old. Well, here's the thing. Me and my friend Frank were both named Frank. So when we would buzz in, and I'll tell this again when Bill's here, they couldn't say Frank. Right? Because if we were on it, it should be like, Alex, what's your name? So they had to name us Angelic Frank or Devil Frank, because my friend Frank put eye black on. So it had to be Tall Frank, Short Frank, because they had to specify. We did really well. We'll talk about how well Frank and I did and what our prizes were tomorrow on the show with Bill Dwyer and Friday Jeff Parles. So I was on a game show. If you were on a game show, Ryan, what game show would you feel like you'd be good on?
Family Feud.
Oh, yeah. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Survey says good answer. What about you, Alex?
I'm going to have to go with the same.
Okay.
It's definitely not Jeopardy.
Family Feud would be fun. I feel like
do a crew Family Feud.
Ann just raised her hand. Yes, Ann.
Do you remember Win, Lose, or Draw?
Of course I do.
I tried out for that. I wanted to be on that show so bad.
I'm no good at it. I can't draw at all. And I had an artist buddy, he's a comedian, Shang, who's actually in town a lot. He was like, do you know Shang? Shang Forbes. So he went on, and it was like, he can draw like this whole set in like 2 seconds. Like, he was amazing, and he won a lot of money.
Oh, wow.
This is like 30 years ago when it was on. But Win, Lose, or Draw, I'm not familiar with that show as well as much as, let me start over. Win, Lose, or Draw. There was another show I prefer called Win, Lose, or Pawn. Yeah. That was a show I hosted on CMT that didn't do very well. But people came in to pawn something, and then all of a sudden, a screen would drop down, and it was a game show in the pawn shop, and they could win what they were going to pawn and stuff. I think that's how it went.
I like it. It's a good
That
concept.
was a good show. They didn't schedule it properly, but anyway, that's in the Frank Nicotero files. All right, let's move on to roll call. Right? No, comedy clip. Don't roll it yet, Ann. Comedy clip of the day. Ryan, what do we have today? We have Marc-Andre Fleury, right?
Yeah. So we're getting close to hockey season, and Marc-Andre Fleury is known as the biggest prankster in the National Hockey League. And so
This is cute.
I don't know if it was pregame warmups, but anyway, the Ice Girls, the Ice team goes out and shovels the ice to clear the rink, and then the Zambonis, whatever. Marc-Andre Fleury dressed up and decided that he wanted to be part of that crew.
That's very cool. He's 39 years old, still playing with the Minnesota Wild. Stanley Cup winner.
He actually was not playing in this game, so this is an intermission during the game.
Oh, it was in between periods?
Yeah, he jumps in and then...
Look.
Got a fake mustache.
Yeah, and let's get it going, boys. Yeah. And he was skating by the... That's great. Trust me, they miss him in Pittsburgh still. He was quite good. And he was loved here. Yep. He was the first player they drafted in that expansion draft. Yeah. Trust me, my buddy Bill Neovis, lifetime season ticket holder, was very upset at that because Flower was his favorite player. All right, now the roll call. Very good. All right, that was a good clip. All right, roll call. This is where we check in with the punchies. I had the question the day for them. Rank the 4 major sports postseasons from best to worst. Very active. Ryan McCormick. This was a shocker from you, actually, Ryan. I for sure thought you would go playoff hockey. But you went baseball, hockey, football, NBA.
Yeah, baseball, hockey, football, NBA. Baseball's atmosphere is just from the jump.
I agree.
I think it takes hockey to at least 2 series, then the conference finals, and then the Stanley Cup finals. So I think it takes an extra series for the NHL to actually ramp up and be the atmosphere that we know it as. But the NBA is the worst one for sure.
Absolutely. If I was a bet, because everyone gets in. If I was a bet man, I would have said you would have went with NHL. Nick Sirianni went NHL, MLB, NFL, NBA. I think that seems to be the popular. Vince in Las Vegas, NHL, MLB. Yeah, that seems to be the popular one. We don't even need to do a poll on this. JR. Oh, by the way, JR, I want to extend an invitation to you to come on the show. We want to have JR on the show someday in the studio. So
Monday
JR, Ann and I were talking about, you need to come on the show in the studio. What?
Monday or Wednesday.
Monday or Wednesday with Alex. Yeah, JR, you're here every day watching the show. We want you to come in and sit at the desk with us. So JR, I don't know how to contact you, so I'm sure we'll figure it out. We'll just scream out the window. JR.
Unless you want him here in the seat, I guess.
No. Yeah, he could join us, whatever. I think he'd be fantastic. How would you rank the 4 postseasons?
Just like the popular.
Yeah,
hockey
it really is
number 1.
Although JR went hockey first. I am biased because I like baseball. Then I backtracked and said, but first playoff hockey might have the edge. I don't know. I got to go baseball.
It's
what I
tough,
grew
though.
up on.
Nobody even watched baseball last year. So it kind of depends on who makes it.
Who won the World Series
Whereas
last
it
year?
doesn't even, the Rangers.
Rangers, that's right,
It
yeah.
doesn't really matter who's in it for hockey. Everybody is watching.
Yeah. And baseball, they've got this, the wild card, they finally got this.
I mean,
Well, I like that they have a
hockey's the
third
least
team. What's that?
Hockey in general is the least popular of our 4
Yes,
major
it is.
sports.
Ratings-wise, and yeah.
So,
right.
I mean...
But I do like that baseball for this wild card round. Now that it's 3 games, and that the Pirates aren't just playing 1 game against the most dominant pitcher at the time, Jake Arrieta, who cheated. There's no way he was that good. Ball. And then they had to face Madison Bumgarner. They got shut out both games. But anyway, I like the 3-game format and all 3 games being in the city of the division winner with the worst record, which would be Houston. Yeah. And it's still 0-0.
Or the
so
first wild card team.
Also agrees, JR. We'll figure it out. Wednesday's probably best, JR says. So, JR, we'll talk to you. We'll see you in the studio at some point soon. All right, let's let the cat out of the bag. It's time for That's Crazy. Oh, we switched. It's October, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's the Black Cat version.
There was a mirror. I forgot.
We saw enough of the mirror break. We don't want to see the whole thing, or you get 7 years bad luck. All right. So anyway, it's October, ladies and gentlemen. So it's officially That's Crazy or That's Scary. What do you have for us today, Alex?
So a lot about college football. We talk about UNLV a lot in this run that they are on. And first time they've ever been ranked. But there's another team that is getting a lot of hype, which they deserve because that is Indiana. They are.
Who did that, Ryan? It's a good one. It's top 20. Who's your daddy? Like it.
But they are 5-0 for the first time since 1967, and they won 5 straight games by double digits for the first time since 1905.
Wow. And by the way, JR might have went to yesterday he pointed out Indiana University's Midnight Madness was October 18th. I think he went there. So it's like Alex knew. She's like, that's scary, actually.
I don't have.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, IU. I mean, I remember watching a couple of years ago when Michael Penix Jr. was over there, and they had some wins, but they've never been like that. So it's good to see a program that never's in there doing well like IU. Ryan, what do you got for That's Crazy?
So I will go to San Diego last night. Michael King did something that hasn't been done in Major League Baseball history before. He joined a 4-member, now the 5th member club to have 10 strikeouts, no runs allowed, and no walks in a postseason game. He is the only member of that club to have 12 strikeouts and get the win. But this is an overlay of his sweeper and his sinker. So his sinker is the one that goes right, and his sweeper is the one that goes left. And then we Pitching Ninja overlaid him, and good luck.
Where's the wiffle ball? Is it this one? No. That one that went really wide, the guy was 3 feet from, is ridiculous. Very Skeens-like by this guy, Michael King, who a lot of people haven't really heard of. I know we've mentioned him. I think we've bet on him during the show, during baseball season. But this is one of those guys that could become a household name during the postseason. Again, I am a Dodger fan, but something inside me is like rooting for the Padres just because they've never won it, and I love their uniforms. I think the yellow and brown with the pinstripes, too good.
And we've talked about it. They've got swag. We just like their overall team.
They do. Like Machado is not likable. Tatis is kind of a jerk. But I like the city of San Diego a lot. I've been to Petco. It's one of the best ballparks. But the Dodger in me wants to see Shohei excel and get as far as he can and show off how great he is. I just got this from Ryan. So Ryan Lean, I don't know. But postseason's it's already going good. I gave out the Padres as a pick yesterday. I thought that was a lock. They were minus 155. They're to 180 when I gave them. And then Sean's like, do you want the run line? I'm like, screw it. Give me chalk. But there was no way the Braves were going to win that game. It wasn't you, Sean. Sorry. Was it? Today's Wednesday.
Happen to notice the title on that one?
I'm going to look right now.
It was Swing Low, or what was it? Sorry.
Go back to it, Ann. Do we have it?
Well, I have to make
it was a video. It was Swing Down, Sweet Chariot.
Oh.
Which is a song written by?
Nat King Cole?
No. Elvis Presley, who is?
Elvis didn't write any songs.
Well.
But he's saying he's the king.
He's known, or he has that song in his catalog, and Elvis is the king. So
that's
Michael
a thinker.
King.
You know what it is? The IU one was so good that I didn't even remember.
Yeah, it was just so simple.
That was good. That was good. All right, so I have one for my That's Crazy, and I think it's something that I learned from Jeff Parles on my first week doing this show. We're coming up on a year, you and I, Ryan. And he mentioned starting today is like 55 straight days with football or baseball or sports, whatever. Today, here we go. So today is October 2nd, 2024. And today is the last day without a college football or NFL game until November 27th, the day before Thanksgiving. So, Thanksgiving, why isn't it just 56 days then? Because Thanksgiving does have football.
Well, because the day before Thanksgiving doesn't have football.
There isn't one. Oh, yeah, because you're supposed to be with family, but the only thing you really want to do when you're with family is watch sports and gamble. So, this is a good stretch for us. A lot of football in a row.
I'm here for it.
I guess Maction is coming back soon. Is that why? Next Tuesday, probably? Isn't that what plays on Tuesday?
That's
Maction,
what has been in previous years, yeah.
We'll clear this up with Jeff Parles on Friday. He'll know every team and every schedule probably memorized, so we'll do that then. All right, that's it for That's Crazy. Thank you. We always love having to do that one. All right, we're going right to Captain Punch. We're doing it. We have a graphic for Captain Punch. It's a good one that Caden made. It's got a little ship. So you're up first, Alex. There's the Captain Punch graphic. Okay, so Alex, this is how this is going to work. Let me get my clues ready. So we're always trying to figure out how to do a new version of this. So the hat is on. So Sean is going to go ahead and put the team in.
Last time you made me play this game.
Let's see. Let me make sure. Okay. What was that again?
I was wearing this shirt last time you made me wear this hat.
Now, why would you know that?
I just remember.
Such a girl. All right. So here it is. There's a team scrolling across your forehead, an NFL team. You are going to do yes, no questions.
Okay.
You can get 3 no's and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out. And I'll give you a clue after each of your first 3 questions. That'll help. All right. So go ahead and start off. Here we go.
Okay. So we're going to.
And then we'll talk about the gambling.
Wait.
Normal.
Sorry.
Before we do this, can we rewrite the rule to be 4 downs instead of 3 strikes?
4 downs. You get 4 downs.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead. Start with the obvious one, the easy one.
You love AFC though, so AFC.
Yes. Okay. This team is 65 years old. No help there, ladies and gentlemen. No help there.
Jeez. AFC North.
No. Second down. You're on second down now.
Shoot.
Okay. Starting quarterback co-founded the Sheldon High School Fishing Club. Wait for it. In his hometown of Eugene, Oregon.
Wait, starting quarterback?
Starting quarterback started the Sheldon High School Fishing Club. I know everyone's like, no one's going to know this. Keith's whispering to Ryan. He's nodding.
Well,
in his hometown of Eugene, Oregon. AFC starting quarterback.
Eugene, Oregon.
You want to take a guess at a conference, or what do you want to do here?
Division.
Or division, yeah. Division conference. Division, yeah.
East?
No.
Third down.
Shoot.
Third down.
So you're down
This
to the
starting
south and the
quarterback has the NFL record for most TDs by a rookie with 31 back in 2020. Eugene, Oregon.
So
31 touchdowns in 2020.
not an extreme veteran.
AFC West.
Okay.
Go through AFC West teams.
Chargers.
Ah, Los Angeles Chargers. That's right. Yes. Everyone doesn't know about the Sheldon High School Fishing Club?
I knew about it, yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah, no, that was a big thing that he is a big fisher, came out, yeah.
No, Justin.
And he's from Eugene, Oregon. All right, you only did 2 now. You got one more.
one
Don't you
more.
take that cap
Okay.
off, lady. Here we go.
I should have known.
All right, here we go.
Herbert.
So we're doing one more.
Reset, first down.
Reset, first down. Move the chains. Keith, move the chains. All right, here we go. Chains have been moved. All right, here we go. Oh, by the way, hold on. First of all, Chargers. Chargers line. Let's take a look at the most current line that we have. If Sean has them pulled up, I'm not sure. No. Okay. Who are the Chargers playing? Oh, they're off this week. Okay. Never mind. They're on a bye this week. They will not lose this week. Okay. So go for it.
Hey, they did pretty good against the Chiefs.
They did. They did. I mean, it's a division game. They always play them close. All right. So this is another one. Here we go.
Okay.
This team is playing this week.
Okay. Can I switch? Can I go NFC?
It is NFC.
Okay, good.
Second. Oh, no. So still first down.
Okay. So I get a clue.
Oh, yeah, you do. Marcus Mariota is on their injured reserve, which I did not know. That's probably no help. Did anyone even know this? I did not know this. NFC.
Okay. Is it East?
It is the East.
Okay.
Oh, their starting quarterback went to the same college that won the 2023 national championship in baseball with Paul Skeens and the 2024 in women's gymnastics with, oh, God, what's her name? Livy Dunn.
Okay, so who went to LSU? Oh, he's on Washington Commanders?
Yes, there it is. Jane Daniels, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's take a look at the Washington Commanders. They're 3-1, and we got to give this. By the way, the last clue was their quarterback is Sean's favorite rookie player and Sean's team, because Sean is all over Washington this year. Washington are hosting the Cleveland Browns, coming off that loss, which a lot of us watched together, against the Las Vegas Raiders. So Commanders -4 against Cleveland. What are your thoughts on that game on a Wednesday?
I lean to taking the points.
Yeah,
I didn't make them that big of a favorite.
I mean, Cleveland's not horrible. They've
they're horrible.
I hate Cleveland. Well, maybe they are. They've spent so much money
they
on the
look
skill
really
positions,
bad.
and
But their O-line, they don't have anybody to protect their quarterback.
So you like Commanders -4? I'm sorry, or you like the Browns with the 4? The Commanders are now in this position where all of a sudden their eye open. Oh, you're 3-1,
right?
And that's usually when you fall.
Exactly.
Okay,
and
good.
you take the points. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to lose to Cleveland, but
take the points.
Yeah,
all right, Ryan's up. Ryan, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get your clues ready. We will talk about. Okay, go for it.
I don't get a hint first?
No, you have to start off, then you get a hint.
Okay. NFC.
Yes, they have sold out every home game since their 1999 season. Wow, 25 years in a row.
NFC East.
Yes.
Dallas Cowboys.
No. Second down. Here's your other clue. Their quarterback was first team all-conference in 2 Power 5 conference teams.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
That is correct.
Jalen Hurts with Oklahoma and Alabama.
There you go. What was the first one?
With Alabama and then Oklahoma.
And Oklahoma. Very good. Yeah, there you go. And let's see who Philadelphia's playing this week. They're on a bye week. Okay, so let's do one more. I should probably look to see who's on a bye week when I do this, but that makes it fun to sit back and we can talk about the Eagles.
They've sold out every home game since 99?
That's what it said. Okay. I went with my source, which is always accurate, Wikipedia.
There you
Can't
go.
change those
there you
if
go.
you want to change something. All right, here's your second one, buddy. Are you ready?
Yep. NFC.
It is. This team is 57 years old.
Okay. So late 60s. One of the first teams.
He's staring at
first
Sandy.
16 teams.
Oh, he's trying not to see the glare. It's good. He's not cheating.
South.
Yes. Okay.
Do you know the 4 teams in the South?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I do. Yep. Their RB1 went to Alabama and Tennessee.
It's the Saints.
It is the New Orleans Saints, yes, because
Alvin Kamara.
I forgot he went to Tennessee. Former wide receiver has NFL record for receptions in a season. Michael Thomas. Do you know how many catches he had that year in 2019? I knew it was a lot, but I was
119.
149.
49.
That record, that's not going to be easy. All right, you got both teams. New Orleans Saints are playing on Monday Night Football in Kansas City right now. Kansas City -5.5 at home. They are undefeated. The Saints are 2-2, but they've played well. They lost to Philadelphia and then they lost to Atlanta on that 58-yard kick. So what do you have a take on that game? Kansas City Saints on Monday? Anything yet? Anyone? No?
I think the Chiefs have played down these last couple of weeks.
It's a lot of points.
And the Saints, I think, have a little too much hype to them. But with this matchup being the way it is, and the Chiefs playing down the last few weeks, not having Rashee Rice as well,
yeah,
I would lean to take the points here.
Take the points. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, not too early for you?
I made him a bigger favorite than 5.5.
Really?
But I do need to take out Rashee Rice. It's probably worth a point.
Yeah.
But still, I have him like 7 point.
Wow.
favorite.
Okay.
I'm really low on the Saints though, so we'll see. This could be a.
Who did they beat? They beat Carolina. They crushed Carolina, and then who was their second win?
Dallas.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. She's probably right. They might not be as good as we think. They beat 2 bad teams. Dallas is going to struggle.
But they were in that game with the Falcons. They could have.
Yeah. Oh no, they
58-yard
field goal as the gun sounds, which they don't fire anymore. Do you remember ever a gun being fired at an NFL game? They used to fire a gun. They did it at halftime too, right, Keith?
Yeah.
At halftime, they'd fire a gun, and at the end of the game, they'd fire a gun. They only stopped like in the late 90s, maybe.
Well, then I definitely don't remember.
Yeah, well, that's true. Good point. All right, let's take a look at today's date. Today is October 2nd, 2024. And, all right, ladies and gentlemen of the studio, I want you to pay attention. I'm going to read you the national days, but one of them is false. You will have to guess which one I made up. So there's a lot. October has a busy time. Okay, so National Name Your Car Day. Do you have a name for your truck?
Ditka.
Ditka?
Nice.
You've named your truck Ditka after a Chicago Bears coach.
Yeah, well, my first car was named Harold.
Harold?
Yeah, it was I thought it was a grandma's car, so I named him an old person name. It was a Honda, so H.
Okay.
Harold the Honda.
All right.
And now I have Ditka, my Maverick.
I don't think do you name your car?
No.
Anyone? Ann feels like you would have a name. Sean? Anyone? Jerry? Vince? No? What you do? What's the name of your car, Vincent? What is it?
Eva? Like from Wall-E?
Eva! Wall-E! Eva! I've never named a car. I'm going to name mine the White Knight. There you go.
Great White Buffalo.
My car's white. Oh, it's Maserati. It's white. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's the national days, guys. I want you to tell me which one's fake. National Name Your Car Day, World Farm Animal Days, National Custodial Worker Recognition Day, Audiophile Day, National Pumpkin Seed Day, National Produce Misting Day, National Jump Rope While Singing Day, National Walk and Bike to School Day, National Kale Day, National Fried Scallops Day. Which one did I make up? Alex?
I really don't even have a guess for you.
The singing and jump rope.
Singing and jump rope. Anyone else? Keith? Scallops? Sean? Ann? Vince?
There was
Jerry?
one that you said 2 more before that, though. That could be.
Anyone else think which one's fake? It is jumping rope and singing. There you go. I thought for sure someone would say it can't be National Produce Mist Day.
No, I thought that one was definitely legit.
That's one of my favorite things in the grocery store. Seeing the misters on. Just going.
There's a Mister song?
No. What? Seeing the misters on.
Oh, seeing the misters on. I thought there was a Mister song. Vegetables are getting misted. Carrots are all twisted. Take a thing.
Bars.
Celebrity rocket. I'm going to stop. And Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Sting. Sting is 73. Oh, my goodness. I know. So we put them all in the AI machine. And can we see the graphic out on these monitors, please?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So here we go. What do we got? Let's see if there's anything with jumping rope and singing. Maybe we fooled Caden.
Not quite.
Nope.
Okay. There we go. All right. Whoa. What is pumpkin? What? Was there a pumpkin thing?
Yeah.
Or is that a scallop?
No, you said something about pumpkin.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay. There was just so many. Pumpkin seeds. Yeah. Okay. Little kid, and he's walking to school.
Yep.
Which also looks like the custodian is mopping pumpkin seeds as well.
And that's Sting. Sting, he hasn't had a hit in a while. So pumpkin seeds. He's mopping up pumpkin seeds. And probably after work, he's probably going to go jump rope and sing. Sting 73. His real name, Gordon Sumner. Dana Carvey had one of the best jokes ever. He had to have, at one point, gone to band practice and said, "Hey, guys, from now on, I want you to call me Sting." Like, whatever, Gordon. There was a moment where he had to say, "My name is now Sting." And they had to look at him and go, "Oh, that's fine." I mumbled. That was no.
Translate.
No, we're not on. Baseball's on. Okay. All right, and 100 shows ago, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, do we have 100 shows ago? Clip?
Yes.
Okay, good. This is the water challenge, I believe, right?
It's a good time to find out.
Yeah, it is. These are things that people could tell me, but yes, I guess I should check in. Frank, Alex, and Ryan, and Chris was watching. This was when Cece, our beloved Caitlin Clark, did this water challenge where you have to pour water in. So this is a clip from 100 episodes ago, episode 151. My goodness, we're at 251, coming up on that 1-year anniversary. Anyway, this was 100 episodes ago. So, Chris, this is a new challenge. You start with a glass of water nearly full, and the loser is the person who makes the cup actually overflow. So Caitlin Clark, being the consummate pro, I can say pro now, and gamer. So here's her teammate, Leilani Correa. They're on the Indiana Fever, so you just have to put a little in each time. And until it overflows, the game is still on.
Oh, I did not mean to do that.
And she did not mean to do so I didn't mean to do that much. And then finally her teammate does it. One more.
No.
And it overflowed. So the greatest player lost. So maybe that says something about this. I don't know who. But anyway, so Ryan and Alex tried it out before the show. So here we go. We had some South Point water. Make sure you come down to the South Point Casino. The water is very good.
All right, I'm following.
We started with a little bucket here. I poured a little in. Nice camera work by Ann. Then Ryan goes.
Okay, he got some
Not sure what that pattern is on his shirt.
It overflow.
What are those?
Oh, no.
Couple of flowers.
Ryan,
Flowers,
I'm
okay.
wearing
So
a
here-
flower tie and flowers in the
Right,
shirt
Alex.
for Mother's Day.
Oh, very sweet. You always think about wardrobe. So here we go, Chris. Who's going to win, Chris? Who do you have? Who's going to lose?
Who's going to lose? You.
Yeah, okay.
You already spoiled it, man.
Damn it. No, well, I mean, let's see. So Ryan got one more. Okay, no overflowing. And then I'm
Look
like,
at that one was
he's setting up
crazy.
Alex for a
I
loss
know.
right here.
Oh my god.
All right, good luck, Alex.
Good luck, Alex. That's
That's a
I know. And then
That's a
so
teardrop.
and then
There's no
Oh
minimum.
I was trying to set Ryan. There's no minimum. Alex, there's no minimum. Are we still? We had one more round to go.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Alex.
I thought for sure Alex was going to
Another
lose here.
teardrop.
Another tear.
Again, that's how you
Yes.
You know
keep
what,
going.
Chris? That is. I got.
Here we go.
Oh,
And I went too much. So I guess I'm like Caitlin Clark. I guess. You know,
Oh, exactly.
I'm exactly like Caitlin Clark. But that was fun. So go ahead, try that at home with friends. I think we should do it at the golf course, bro.
No, with water.
What? Anyway,
Yeah, talk about the golf course. I don't think we ever saw Frank at the golf course.
No,
anyway.
we did not. All right. I'm pouring water into this bowl because it's time for Punch Bowl Pundits, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! We got a mini version here before we do picks in 6 minutes. Oh, we're not doing the graphic? It's all right. That's okay. There it is. It's very soothing. There's the water. That's the water that I splashed everywhere in that very long clip. A lot of people tuning in are like, what the hell am I watching? That was a fun little clip. Let's, JR saw Sting in concert in Cincy the day Rose broke Cobb's record, and Sting made a comment, congrats to a guy with a lot of hits. Oh, like himself. There you go. All right, Alex, your turn.
Okay,
what do you got here?
Will you be awake at 6:30 for the NFL London game?
All right, they kind of snuck up on us this weekend. New York Jets at Minnesota in London.
Yes.
The NFL got lucky on that matchup. Probably didn't think Minnesota would be undefeated.
That's right.
And they get Aaron Rodgers and all the Jet drama. So the game starts at 6:30. 2 weeks the Bears are playing, I believe.
3 straight weeks in London.
I know. They did that again. The Jags are 2 weeks. The Jaguars.
Yep.
So I don't know. Will you be up at 6:30 because you have to get up anyway early, right?
Yes. Because I usually get here at 8. So I'll be up, getting ready, have the game on. But I do have a trend for you, too, from John Ewing. The NFL International Series favorites are 34-10-1 straight up.
Whoa.
And 30-15 against the spread. Vikings are a 2.5-point favorite in this game.
I think all the money's going to go. That seems like the bet, but can't count on Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. That's going to be interesting. You'll get up at 6:30 for this one, or are you going to wait for the Bears game? Or you might be up with your small child.
I'll be up with my daughter.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Or I'm going to stay up Saturday night. Yeah. Woo! Next. Lena, are you enjoying the show so far? Do you understand anything we're talking about? A little bit? Little bit? All right. We have a guest in the audience here. All right. Is this your penmanship or is that Ryan's?
No, that's...
Oh, that's Keith's. Okay. Let me get a cipher. Okay. You must bet an under in the NFL or your favorite food will be discontinued. What game are you betting? Why is this directed right at me? Okay. An under, I have to, or my favorite food will be discontinued? Animal cookies? Which I never had to eat. No one brought them in. Let's see. Oh,
yeah,
God.
No dog biscuit, no animal cookies.
You know, you look at... I'm not bringing in my own penalty.
You're also not bringing in 215, apparently.
Shut up. What's that? It's 180. Dolph. Oh, a flag! Alex just threw a flag on me.
You did say you would bring it in, too.
The cookies?
Either.
There you go.
Okay. Anyways, what's your
We've lost
under?
all control. The lowest over-under is Dolphins-Patriots, 36. I mean, we don't know who is Skylar starting again? Skylar Thompson?
There's also Raiders-Broncos.
Raiders-Broncos or what?
36.
Oof. God.
35.5 is the Dolphins-Patriots now.
I mean, Mike McDaniel is just I would go, I'll take Dolphins. And then what's the high one? Bengals-Ravens, 50? Ooh,
50.5 now. Yeah, and then
Cardinals-Niners, 50 also, 49.5. I'll go with just because the Dolphins-Patriots game looks miserable. But my favorite food would be probably spaghetti and meatballs. How can you discontinue spaghetti and meatballs? All right. Alex, what about you?
Well, I actually wrote down a couple unders that I like.
Okay.
So I do like the Jets and the Vikings under. Both very good defenses.
Going to be tired. They're not going to know what time zone they're in.
Panthers and Bears. I don't know if that has moved.
42.
42, I heard Sean say.
And then Cowboys and Steelers under 43.
Sunday Night Football.
But I like yours as well because go under in every.
What's your
Dolphins
favorite
game.
food that they would have to discontinue?
I guess sushi. What we were talking about.
Wow, I didn't realize you were that big of a sushi
steak?
fan. All right, Keith, excellent question. That's good when there's a little peril. Keep them coming. Ryan, what about you? Under, and what's your favorite food to discontinue?
Probably Cowboys, Steelers as well.
Okay.
Maybe Raiders, Broncos.
And what's the food that will be discontinued if you are wrong?
Food.
Our show.
Potatoes.
You and the potatoes. That's a Caden thing. Potatoes. Who will be the last undefeated team in the NFL? As we just talked about, the Vikings are in London facing the Jets and Chiefs hosting New Orleans Saints on Monday.
Wow.
I'll go with the Chiefs. It's just, I don't know. Chiefs. I thought the Steelers were going to go 8 or 9-0. I was standing on that prediction, but didn't work. They should have. Chiefs or Vikings?
Vikings.
All right.
Vikings
And,
got Jets,
let's see here.
Lions, Rams the next 3 weeks.
Where does Davante Adams finish the season? Keith also the IR. What do you think? Any takes on this? It's the hot topic everywhere.
I'd have to go with the Jets because that's been the buzz for a while. So I say Garrett Wilson here. Actually, Nick said that and I stole it from him. But Garrett Wilson here, just straight up Davante Adams, switch them.
There's no way they're giving up a young guy on a cheap contract who's healthy.
No.
But that would
be awesome.
I think anyway, I feel like the Saints. I feel like Derek Carr.
Saints is not bad.
I just don't think he wants to play in New York. I know it's kind of I would say Saints or Steelers, wishful thinking.
Those are the two that make sense.
Buffalo and KC are teams that you see mentioned as well.
Yeah, Kansas City would have to give up way too much to trade him within the division.
Yeah.
And Buffalo isn't going to make that kind of move.
Yeah, the Raiders aren't going to trade him to KC. No way.
No.
That's where it ends right there. They're going to the Raiders make a trade with the Chiefs. Impossible. That's not going to happen.
No, but they do need a wide receiver. That's what's
they
crazy.
do. Oh, my God. All right, this is the last one. We'll speed round it. Which 0-1 team would you take to win the wild card series? Orioles plus 190, Orioles plus 165, Brewers plus 240, Braves plus 330. You're holding up what ticket?
You go first because it's your question, right?
No, I think it was either Keith or Ryan. Was this you? The Brewers, just because I think the Mets are riding on adrenaline right now. Maybe they come down a little. Again, all year, I have faded the Brewers. I don't think they're that good, but that seems to be the one I would take if I had to. No way the Braves beat the Padres.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
But I have a ticket on the Astros.
You do?
Yeah.
And what's the score? No score in that game in the fourth?
Plus 165. They just got to get past this game, and then they are going to be a big favorite tomorrow.
Yeah, all the pressure will be on Detroit to try. Yeah, so we'll see. All right, Ryan.
Well, since this playoff format was introduced,
the
team that has won game 1 is 8-0.
No way.
Has never lost the series. So I think that stays true.
But if you had to, okay, so you just think okay, there you go. Yeah, these could be over today, like all these series, which is great.
8-0.
Good stat.
My dad said 80%.
Well, 8 plus 0 is 80.
That's right.
Is that how it works?
Well,
and flag on you.
That
for
might have been
that.
if it was for the game 2, but for the series, no team has ever lost game 1 and come back to win the series.
All right, time for picks at 12:37.5. I'll sing the song live. Punchline picks at 12:37 and 44 seconds. All right, Alex, what do you have for picks today?
So I'm going with the final game today, and that's the Braves and the Padres, which I think you have a. Oh no, you had Padres yesterday.
I had the Padres yesterday, but I am going with them again.
Okay.
Not to spoil it, but
sorry.
That's all right.
2 of the best pitchers going here with Max Fried and Joe Musgrove. So I am going under 3.5 for the first 5.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, this should be a pitching duel. Joe Musgrove. Former Astro, he won a ring with the Astros, then traded to the Pirates. Then they gave him away to the Padres. Hometown Joe, first no-hitter ever in Padres history, and he's going to be fired up. He's kind of an emotional leader on that team. I think they rally. That atmosphere is almost Philly-like in San Diego. San Diego always kind of got ripped because they were such a reserved beach town. Like, hey, man, whatever, for sure. That was my surfer. And usually San Diego's like a laid-back kind of, city. For sure, she said. I like the Padres again, so I would just take them straight up. Probably even I don't know. Straight up. Ryan,
I will be going to the game after our show again.
You're going to the game?
Yep. Flying to Baltimore.
Wow, you got the South Point Jet?
Yeah. No, I will be taking the Orioles to bounce back, win game 2 against the Royals. There is some qualifying factors to this trend, but since July of 2021, when the Royals are a plus 120 underdog or more, so a considerable underdog, coming off of a shutout win since July of 2021, they have not won a game. They are 0-15. So I'm going with that trend to stay true today, and the Orioles bounce back and win game 2.
And then do they win the third game?
I was going to say, then you should take a little bit of that plus.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I just said 5 minutes ago. They will not win game 3. The Orioles will not win game 3.
Like the Royals in game 3. I don't remember what you said 5 seconds ago. You expect me to remember what you said 5 minutes ago?
Every one of our conversations.
All right, there you go. It's time for Postal Punchlines. Dan, sound the horn. It's time for Postal Punchlines. Let's see here what we got. JR.
Are we skipping pick 6?
Oh! We've skipped it so many times. I say we do it. Should we do it? We'll do it again.
Yeah.
Do it towards
Let's
the end.
do it.
Let's get into posts.
Oh, you want to do? Okay.
Oh, do you want to do? Let's do it. Here we go.
What are we doing?
Well, we have a graphic for pick 6. Let's do it. There it is. Rock and roll, baby. All right. So we're each going to pick 2 helmets out of this bag that has the S, which stands for 6, or Scooby, my dog. And this is an idea Ryan had, the what if version. So you're going to grab a team, and you have to say something about what if.
Yeah, what if something went different for this team, whether it be in the offseason, during the season.
What if Andy Dalton started the whole season for the Carolina Panthers,
Yes.
something like that. Who do you got, Alex?
I have the Eagles and I have the Cardinals.
Okay, Eagles and Cards, 2 NFC teams right there. So what do you think? A what if for the Cardinals? Okay. That's a tough one, actually.
What if the Cardinals didn't trade Hollywood Brown?
There you go.
They didn't get injured in the offseason with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And they are already started out well. They'd be even better.
Marvin Harrison Jr. looking very good.
Yes, he does.
I like it. And then the Eagles. What are the Eagles are off this week? We already talked about that.
That's good. They need an off week.
Yeah, they do. If a team needs an off week, and Nick Sirianni, I
got
honestly
one.
believe he's okay. Go ahead.
What if Jason Kelsey did not retire?
You know what? I think they're a better. I mean, obviously they're a better team. He's a Hall of Famer, but he was like the heart of that offensive line. I don't know what the stats are on the tush push, but it's not as effective. I know that.
Not even just the offensive line, but that team as a whole.
Yeah, they're just
it
flat.
was really, just bringing them together as a group. They seem to have lost that veteran leadership.
Yeah, they really have. And I blame that on the coach, actually, too, because it just seems like he doesn't have them prepped. And ever since he went what did he scream? Was it in Green Bay?
It was in Kansas City.
It was in Kansas City. Yeah. That was a big mistake.
Yeah. I forget what the words were.
Yeah, it was, we beat whatever. It was something jerky.
Yeah, and didn't Jalen Hurts have to he was pulling him back?
Was he probably like, hey, bro, settle down.
He was, yeah.
All right, I'm going to pick 2 for myself. Seattle and I got the Baltimore Ravens, really? I can't say. Okay, what if the Baltimore Ravens didn't sign Derrick Henry? I'll tell you what, they probably have one less win because he is a beast. He owned that game against the Bills. When I saw that he signed with Baltimore, I wasn't happy. I didn't want to have to play him twice a year, but we will. And maybe by then he's worn down a little. So what if they didn't sign him? And Seattle, what if they kept Pete Carroll as head coach? They probably would be around the same, I feel. Pete always seemed to win games. Yeah, they could still be 3-1 with that schedule they played. I'd say they'd still be 3-1. But what if Kenny Walker wasn't healthy for them on the game against Detroit? They wouldn't even been in that game. So I'll do that for whatever. Ryan, do you want me to pull 2 for you?
I think they look so much better this year.
Even
though, yes, they found ways to win, they're
a good team.
They look different. I don't know.
What do I feel like? Rams and Bengals.
Wow, Super Bowl matchup.
Super Bowl rematch.
For the Bengals, what if Joe Mixon and Tyler Boyd both stayed in town? What would that offense actually be looking like if they actually had the continuity of the same pieces in the same offense, actually getting Joe Burrow back healthy?
Or what if Jamar Chase actually was in camp on time and was ready to play on week 1?
Yeah.
So, and then you got the St. Louis Rams.
Los Angeles Rams.
Yep, St. Louis Rams. Why would I say St. Louis Rams? Jeez. All right,
Don't know.
see ya.
But for the Rams, what if the easy one is what if Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua
We're healthy.
We're both healthy for a full season, and we've seen what at least a Cooper Kupp looks like healthy for a full season with Matthew Stafford.
And looking at that the Rams are home dogs to Green Bay. It looks like Green Bay is getting around 3.5. Green Bay Packers who suck. Yeesh. I don't know. What do you think on that game? Green Bay favored in LA. What are you leaning on that, or what's your first thoughts on that game?
I think that is correct.
That's
I made
a correct
it 3.5. Yeah.
Probably end up actually laying the points.
Yeah, the Rams are beat up, huh?
Yes.
All right, yeah, probably. You like Green Bay to win that game by more than a field goal, or there's going to be a lot of Packer fans in LA for that game? A ton. That'll be like a home game for them to
I
watch.
don't know. That is tough, though, being at home,
one.
getting 3 points.
All right.
We've seen them come back.
All right, perfect. All right, let's move on to posts with punchlines, for damn it's sake. Sorry, I screwed up. We keep skipping pick 6. We've already opened up the post. So, Ryan, take it away. What are we starting off with?
All right, well, we will go to the W for our first 2. The first one being from last night's game. The Liberty ended up beating the Aces, taking a 2-hour series lead.
A lot of that game.
But Sabrina Ionescu is the second player with 20 points, 5 assists, and 50% shooting in 3 straight games in postseason history in the WNBA. She joins Diana Taurasi as the only other player to do it, who did so in 2009. Sabrina Ionescu, through these playoffs, the 4 games that the Liberty have played, is averaging 24.5 points per game, 6 assists per game, and 3.5 3-pointers made per game. She's shooting 53% from field, 42% from 3, and 93% from the free throw line. No player in WNBA history has averaged 20 points per game, 5 assists per game on 50 from the field, 40 from 3, and 90% from the charity for an entire postseason. So Sabrina Ionescu, Sabrina 1, Uns 2.
I saw that. One and SQ2.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
One hard to pronounce, but
it looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks like, oh, okay, I get it. It's clever.
INS 2, yeah.
I watched a lot of that game. I mean, look, I'm kind of like the casual fan that's checked out. Since Caitlin Clark's out, I'm rooting for the Aces. I don't know. So,
and now Sabrina is the second favorite to win the MVP, the finals MVP.
Okay.
Because she is playing to that level.
That was a good game. I watched a lot of it, though, actually. All right, what do we got next?
Very, very much leading the Liberty.
Yeah.
But now we do go to Caitlin Clark. This is a stat from Jinx Me High Roller that decided to put together the points per game averages and the percentage of their team total for individual players in the WNBA and the NBA. Caitlin Clark generates 38.3 points per game. That's assists included as her own points. So she leads the WNBA by almost 6 full points over Arike Ogunbowale. And then Sabrina Ionescu has 31.6 points, and 37% of their total offense. But Caitlin Clark, if you combine it with the NBA, Caitlin Clark averages 40 or contributes to 45.2 total percent of the Fever offense, and the only basketball player that has a higher percentage is Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks.
If you would have said guess there's one, I would have said Luka, because the guy is so instrumental to that Dallas team. That's impressive for both of them, though. Really cool stat. By the way, use Stat Mamba. That's another one that's new that you've turned me on to. They have good stuff.
Yeah, Stat Mamba's been good. Yeah, and
OptaStats. That's the one That's the one I seem to gravitate a lot to. OptaStat.
OptaStats is good. Yeah.
As soon as I follow them, it's like every day they have so much stuff.
Yeah.
And Sarah Langs is still Hall of Fame. They're starting to use Sarah Langs on the MLB broadcasts.
Yeah.
That's how popular she is.
Yeah.
Sarah Good follows. We recommend you guys following them all.
Yeah.
But make sure you follow and subscribe to us too, and Sports by the Book. Okay, what do we have next?
So we just talked about Caitlin Clark, the rookie phenom for the WNBA. Next year's rookie phenom will most likely be Paige Beckers from UConn. But the UConn social media team just did a little tease with Paige and a couple of her UConn teammates for what they'll be looking at for this upcoming season.
Not seen in preview.
Video.
Hold on.
UConn WBB.
Sean didn't get the title.
So anyway, Alex, what are you doing for your day off tomorrow?
Back-to-back things for UConn.
Just stuff. Working?
Just working.
She's dedicated, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, well, we can skip that one.
I am going to the Knights preseason game, too.
You're going to the Knights preseason game?
I am, yes, against the Avs.
Do you have Miami?
We got to talk about, who's the Knights player that Greg Vaughn can hook us up with? What's his name again?
Keegan Colasar.
Remind me, we're going to text Vaughnie and see if he can set that up. We got to get some hockey guys in here.
Now the season has started, though.
I know. Well, he lives here. I didn't come on an off day.
They don't really have off days.
Basketball.
We'll get him in. Well, the season doesn't start till Monday, Friday. All right, we'll make a call. Anyway, what do we have next?
Okay. So,
here it is.
Well, can't trust everybody, but you can trust us to have a great season. Go Huskies. See you soon.
So just a little
trust fall.
Can't trust everybody, but you can trust us to have a good season.
It was worth the wait, wasn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
No, that made sense, but
it's a cute clip.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the next one.
Wait, is she the one that drops her? Because then how can we trust you to have a good season if you just dropped your teammate?
Oh, you're deciphering it. Well, I think it's like your teammates are always there.
She was not there.
But her teammate was. Wasn't another teammate that caught her?
It was another.
Should we roll it again?
Okay, yeah. Can you roll it again?
Oh, really? Okay. Can we, Sean, or no? Yeah. All right, here we go. So let's watch. We'll decipher this. Like the zipper.
Oh, no,
that looks like just like a social media person.
Go Huskies.
It's like some girl they pulled out of the hallway. Hey, we're doing a bit. Come on. Catch her.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what you usually do to people in the sports book.
This is true.
Come on.
Help me out. All right, what do we have next?
And now we go to UConn's women's soccer, who also did an equally short but funny bit.
Okay.
Are you coming to our Big East on Sunday? It's 1 p.m. Hope to see you there.
So their Big East opener is on Sunday, but that was just their kind of.
Did she have like an Australian accent or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she did.
I just heard that. By the way, JR from the ballpark said St. Louis Rams. It must be because of Stan the Man. Stan Musial mentioned again. Okay.
Yep.
No runs yet in this game, huh?
Oh, it's still scoreless? Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so now we talked about UConn. Now we go to a different university in Miami. Miami, the U is going to be making the trip all the way across the country to Berkeley for College Game Day this weekend. They packed up the truck and moved most of their equipment yesterday for a conference game from Miami to Berkeley.
Why does it look like they're in a residential neighborhood, by the way, with these trucks? This is insane. This is what they didn't think about, or maybe they had to think about, these matchups. You're telling me University of Miami is going to Stanford.
Cal,
sorry. Yeah, Berkeley.
But, yeah, they're going to have to go to Stanford later in the year. Yeah, or the other sports are as well.
Truck drivers are racking up some miles and that's just... It's insane. Something they probably didn't think about.
First ever time that Cal Berkeley is going to host College Game Day.
Oh, wow. That's right. I saw that, yeah.
They are also calling this matchup Woke versus Coke.
I saw that. Because of Larry Coker was the coach.
Okay. Well, now we go to some other football stuff. Monday night, of course, was the matchup between the Seahawks and the Lions. So the Lions social media team had fun clowning the Seahawks social media team.
We would like to play.
Congratulations, you just got Amon-Ra St. Clown. Watch out, I got it. No, it's okay, I'll get it. No, wait, we'll use the power of friendship.
Okay.
You're a wizard.
I have a story about this. Okay. So, someone's been you've sent me, we've seen others like this, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Just imagine you sleep for about 10 hours. I got caught up on a lot of sleep. I was under the weather last night, pretty big. This is the first thing I see when I wake up, and I have no idea what I just saw. I'm like, I had to watch it 3 times. Then as I slowed it down in my head, I understood that it's a bunch. But this is what the kids love on the TikTok, right? Just little short attention. It's like jarring. And then it ends with a picture of Larry David, and I'm like, is that Larry David on the screen? Very strange. And is it only them doing it, or is it Detroit?
Teams, college teams, it's just social media teams having fun.
But just these weird screaming, it's not what you want to see when you first wake up. It's the first thing I see. I roll over. Well, I have a dog in the face, but anyway. It's entertaining, though, and it's well done, and it's creative, so go for it.
Yeah. Well, now we go to a different team in the NFC, but we talked about it on Monday, whether or not Nick Sirianni should be on the hot seat. And so Joe Giglio decided to tweet the Eagles' last 11 games. They are 3-8, have scored 218 points, have allowed 310, with a point differential of -92. The Eagles' final 11 games under Doug Peterson, they went 3-8. They had 3 more points scored. Wow. They had less points allowed and a better point differential by 40. And then the tweet ends with, "Can anybody give me a good reason why Nick Sirianni should keep his job?"
Yeah, I mean, Peterson made it through to the end of the season. He didn't get fired midseason, right?
Right.
But Sirianni, I mean, are the Eagles? I'm wearing Eagles green again. It's very Christmassy here, green and red. I just midseason football. I mean, the only time you ever really see that's usually the last couple games. I mean, this early in a season, you gotta give the guy a chance. But he's definitely on the hot seat.
Well, I don't know about them firing him midseason, but if they don't make the postseason, he's gone.
He's gone for sure. It's Philadelphia. The fans won. I mean, like we said yesterday or on Monday, Peterson won a Super Bowl, and 2 years later he was gone. Like if that happened for everybody, Mike Tomlin would have been gone many years ago. But I don't know. And Mike McCarthy in Dallas, he's still there. So we'll see. That I'm telling you right now, if he gets fired, when he gets fired, Bill Belichick is the Philadelphia Eagles coach. That just seems too good of a fit, right? Big market. Kind of fits that cold weather. I think so. I think Philly. Don't wince at me. Throw a flag on Keith for win. Oh, God, Lena, I'm sorry. I didn't hit Lena. All right, what's next,
That
Ryan?
team would be in for a culture shock.
If Belichick came in, yeah. But I think it's a fit for him. Or Dallas. I mean, he's never going to coach Dallas, is he? If McCarthy doesn't go far in the playoffs, he's gone too. He should have been fired probably a year ago. But I don't know. He ends up in Dallas or Philly. Put it down. Write it down. Put in the alien head. Write it down.
Monday headlines.
Monday headline for January 37th. That would be February. I don't.
It'd be
It's
like
your
March.
birthday?
Okay, well, now we go to a stat from Sam Hoppin. Basically, the rates in which an offense is having a 3 and out. So the Chargers, Patriots, Broncos, and Panthers are the only offenses in the National Football League to have a 3 and out in over 40% of their offensive drives. The Steelers are bottom 10.
I see that.
Over 30%. The Bears are right in the middle of the league, just over 25%. But the best team in football at not having 3 and outs has been the Washington Commanders.
That is my favorite post of the week. That is really informative and interesting and well done by, who did it? Sam Hoppin?
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Washington. Who said Washington would be a dark horse this year?
I never heard anything.
Sean. I never. Are they this good? We don't know. It's a long season. We're a quarter of the way through, but they are excited. I know their punter had only punted like one time all year or something before the game, and they set that weird record where there was no fumble.
2 straight games without a turnover.
Yeah. Hey, Jane Daniels is entertaining to watch. Who was the worst? San Diego?
Los Angeles.
Or Los Angeles. You guys have to understand. I get grandfathered in on Indians, Redskins, San Diego Chargers, St. Louis Rams. I do not. That's just a bonehead thing. I don't know. What's that? Stephon Diggs. Yeah, that as well. I would have liked to seen that chart last year with the Steelers as Kenny Pickett. That would have been brutal. I guarantee they would have been at the top because he was the king of 3 and outs.
Yeah. Okay, now we go to baseball.
I'll let you do it.
Now we go to baseball. We are going to go to Kansas City after the Royals Game 1 win. This was the reaction. I forget.
From the fans. Yeah, this was cool. Like downtown watching the game.
Yeah. In a market.
Although that couple didn't care. They were like, oh, great. But look, that's nice. Yeah, I got a banger playing. Some big guy's like, oh, we won?
Yeah.
Again, you and I have talked about all year. Bobby Witt Jr., like watching him play. They're not going to win it all, but they're making their presence felt.
That video didn't do much help for my Major League Baseball as the best postseason environment.
No, it did not.
No, it didn't.
But it's a day. I mean, people are working.
Yeah, day game on a Tuesday.
Yeah. Although if that was some other cities, it might have been packed. But yeah, there's people in Kansas City. It's good salt of the earth Bible Belt people. Yeah. Bread bowl. Next!
Now we go to a baseball card from Topps. I think is lazy by Topps, but Francisco Lindor is getting his home run because his home run to send the Mets to the postseason on Monday was actually technically the clutchest hit in Major League Baseball, I think, of the last 100 years. It had the most percentage to make the playoff significance.
Really?
It had a 1.8. That
percent,
1.8% from that single pitch.
Yeah, I saw like a weird chart. I think you sent, or I saw it online or whatever. It doesn't seem right.
I'm not exactly sure how it's calculated, but anyway, the point that I was making with this being lazy for Topps is that they just called this card Lind Sanity.
Lind Sanity. Which you'd have to be a basketball fan to remember.
Jeremy Lin to have Lind Sanity. Also a New York team.
True.
So they couldn't come up with anything better than Lind Sanity.
And I saw an interview with Lindor saying, he didn't like celebrate going around the bases, right? Did you see that? He's like, I had big homers with Cleveland and I went nuts. He goes, but now it's like, nope, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So, which I thought was cool. I like him. I like Lindor. Again, I can't root for the Mets, but my hatred for them is softened because they are a likable team. And I'd root for them over the Yankees. No? You go Yankees?
Yeah.
I
mean, the same thing that you're saying with Shohei Ohtani. You want to see Aaron Judge do well?
Yeah.
World Series?
I'd rather more see Yankees fans suffer.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is for me.
I'd rather see Yankees fans pout than see one of the biggest stars in baseball get to celebrate.
That's so brutal. Then he might turn into like Mike Trout.
I've come to the dark side like Ryan. But no, Mike Trout. What did he play in one series? They got swept 3-love or something, and I don't think he hit well.
Yeah.
Trout's going to be back, damn it, in a Phillies uniform. All right, how many more do we have? What's that?
DHing. Having a year like Ohtani.
He'll be back. I have full faith in that guy.
That can be it.
I mean, okay, that's it? Okay. But Mike Trout, I mean, if he's a DH, I think that's where he should probably be at this point. He doesn't need to be out giving his body up, diving. Yeah. He's in his early 30s, mid 30s, like 33. Hey Siri, how old is Mike Trout? 33. There you go. He's in his Rolling Rock year. Rolling Rock beer, 33. All right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the show. Tomorrow is Thursday.
2 episodes in a row.
Just turned
Rolling
33.
Rock is.
I know, right? We did because that Vikings guy and Matt Never was like, yeah, good Rolling Rock. So anyway, tomorrow we don't have one of our regular co-hosts. You guys know that Thursday's the day we try to bring somebody different in. So comedian Bill Dwyer will be here promoting BattleBots, the live show behind the horseshoe there. He's a very funny guy, and I got a lot of stories on how I bumped into him at the dog park recently. So Bill Dwyer will be here, and Big Al McMorty will be here to give you some extra picks for the weekend. College football, pro football, he says he's going to be crunching numbers. He's like Joe D'Amico. They get up at like 3 or 4 a.m. I know you're up early too. They're always looking at the numbers. So Big Al and Bill Dwyer tomorrow should be good. Ryan, anything to sign off with? Anything we've learned today?
Go O's, go Braves.
Go O's, go Braves. Did someone score? Nope. San Diego tonight. Alex,
Padres.
enjoy your Friday.
Thank you.
And everybody, thank you. Jerry, Keith, Vincent, Sean, and Lena. Thank you. We'll see you next week here with a special guest next Wednesday. That's going to be fun. That's it for the show. It's called Punchlines. Line stands for Live in Nevada. Every show. Thank you.